It's me! Welcome back to Creative Chaos. So nice to see you. We're back with March Madness. We're done with the Sweet 16 for the men. We're gonna move on to the Elite 8. I did actually make a new rule for the men because two teams decided they were gonna score 100 plus points, and so the ones that scored over 100 points is going to get an extra $5, just like the women's. But yeah, that's it. All right, let's jump right in. So here we are at the Sweet 16. We're going to go through and look at the scorecards for the East and the West, and then the Midwest and the South. Duke versus Arizona. Duke won, so I get $2 from that for choosing correctly. And then they did score 100 points, but I made it a rule that if you score over 100, then I get an extra $5. So the bonuses that they got were just the $5 bonus for scoring over 85 points. If they scored 101, I'd probably give them an extra $5, but since they only scored 100, I didn't give them the bonus. And then $20 was for player points, so an individual player scored over 30 points. So exciting. Alabama versus BYU. I chose Alabama, so that was correct, and I got $2, and they actually scored 113 points, which is crazy. So they get the $5 bonus for scoring over 85 points, and then another $5 bonus for scoring over 100 points. And then they also got a $20 bonus for player points. So another player scored over 30 points. Wow, I'm getting tongue-tied here. And then we'll drop down to our West. So we got Florida versus Maryland. Florida was correct. And so I got $2 for that one. And then $5 for the amount of points. So over 85 points. Texas Tech versus Arkansas. I thought Arkansas was going to win because they had a lead. But then Texas Tech made a comeback. So Texas Tech was the correct answer, so I have to save $3 instead of $2. And then it went to overtime, which is so wild, so that's a $10 bonus. But no other bonuses, which is kind of interesting. I think they scored exactly 85 points in this game, so I didn't give them the $5 bonus because it had to be over 85 points. Anyways, the total amount saved on this card was a whopping $79, which is so crazy for the men because they have not been the ones to take all my money this year. It's all the women's. All right, moving on to the Sweet 16 South and Midwest. We have Auburn versus Michigan. My answer was correct. Auburn moving on for $2, but no bonuses. Michigan State versus Ole Miss. Michigan State was correct for $2, and no bonus there either. Houston versus Purdue. Houston was the correct answer. Talk about a buzzer beater. Talk about getting down to the wire. No bonus there, but a wonderful game. Tennessee versus Kentucky. This is the only one that I didn't get correct on this card, so I have to save $3 instead of $2. But no bonus there. And it's so interesting that all the bonuses were on the other scorecard and not this one. So I ended up only saving $9 here. So that added together, we'll go all the way back up to our final scorecard. So in the Sweet 16 men's, it's $88. So we're going to take out our D6 and roll to see which one gets the $88. So number 4. Ooh, I didn't do this one yet. Number 4 is high yield savings account. So I did family reunion already, my student loan, and travel. So those ones are all checked off, so I can't use those anymore. But I can use the high yield savings account. So number 4, high yield savings account. So we'll put that in there, HYSA, and then we'll get that transferred in there. So now that we have that, we can go down to our Elite 8 and get to picking. So let's get to it. Okay, so our Elite 8, all number 1 teams are still in it. Isn't that wild? I just think it's so cool. Anyways, so for our East Division, Elite 8, Duke versus Alabama, I am going to pick Duke. And so the Elite 8 is a little bit different than the rest of the scorecards. actually the Elite Eight, the Final Four, and the Championship are different than the rest of the scorecards because we're going to be saving the score. So if they score 100 points, I'm saving $100. Moving on to Florida and Texas Tech. I'm going to go with Florida. And then all the same bonuses will apply as well. So I'll be saving the score and the bonuses. So if they run up my account, that's on me. That's what I'll be saving. So I picked Florida. Auburn versus Michigan State. I'm picking Auburn. And last but not least, Houston versus Tennessee. I'm going to go with Tennessee. That'll be my only upset. And that's how we pick them. I'll see you guys in the next video for the women's. And happy March Madness. Bye.